is a snitch. He went to the court as a witness, testified on CCTV footage. Make sure that describes Melly. Big question. Like and subscribe.
Your deposition has surfaced in the YNW Melly civil case. Alright, so I read this transcript of this deposition already, but seeing it is more interesting. He's asked several times in this video if he knows if Melly killed him, and his lawyers tell him to invoke his Fifth Amendment right. In a civil case, the jury can see that and make that negative inference that that's him covering for someone, pretty much. The civil case is not looking good for Melly, and let's be honest, the criminal one isn't either. Shout out Mickey Truth again. I don't know how she's getting all these videos and shit, bro. Hit subscribe, let's go. Alright, here we go. Here's Fredo Bang. This is for the civil case, by the way, so let's get it.
Mr. Gibbons, would you raise your right hand and be sworn, please, sir?
I'm a witness.
I'm a witness.
He just asked, am I a witness? Kinda. You allegedly picked up Melly after he murdered someone. That's alleged, right? There's some evidence to point to it as well. You got a phone call, and he dropped a pin location to you. So you're somewhat of a witness.
You have the call? Yes.
Not of any particular thing, just for purposes of the deposition.
Oh, okay. That's just the word I use. Okay.
Okay, sir. Do you affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Mr. Gibbons, my name is John Phillips. I represent Judy's family, so Christopher Thomas. I've gone through a lot of your stuff. We're going to have a lot of questions for you today, but it's going to be fair. And we've got two attorneys and basically a judge sitting here who's going to keep it fair. And I'm cognizant of you having been CRP, right? In one of your interviews, you talked about CRP.
Yeah.
For everybody else, that's courtroom phobia.
Yeah, I'm phobia, yeah.
Good news is we're not in a courtroom. Looks like you're at your house.
Yeah.
Is anybody there with you?
Courtroom phobia.
Okay. I don't think they're going to coach you too much on what to say, so we should be good there. Would you state your full name for the record?
Freddie, you want times getting to 6.
What's your stage name? Fredo Bang?
Mm-hmm.
How'd you get the name Fredo Bang?
Well, from my partner. He just called me up.
You named after the kind of, or I guess associated with the other rapper Fredo?
Yeah, you watch my interviews.
I've watched every single one. We're gonna play some of them today and kind of go through everything. But if you said it, I probably watched it over the last couple of weeks.
Okay, I'll get to him.
He's regretting them Vlad interviews right now. He's like, oh shit. So this is the transcript where I already read, where he pops off at some point.
As far as you're aware, you've never been charged with a crime related to what happened back in October of 2018, correct? Objection to form. Have you ever been charged with a crime related to any of this?
To this case or something?
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Okay, very good. And do you recall a woman named Christine Bradley?
Never at all.
Do you recall meeting the prosecutor for the state of Florida in this case?
Yeah, that's okay.
And did you recall whether she offered you what's called immunity, meaning if you could talk, they wouldn't prosecute you? Objection to form.
And I'm also going to object, and I'm going to instruct Mr. Gibbons to assert his Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
About whether he met with Ms. Bradley and was offered immunity?
That wasn't the question. The question was he offered immunity? If that's the question you're asking, I want to warn him into going any further with that. That makes sense, and it's his right, and he can assert it, and the judge can rule on it.
Do you recall whether you were ever offered immunity in exchange for giving testimony in this case?
And I'm going to instruct the witness to assert his Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
As to that question, I'm going to ask that he answer that question.
What the question was?
Do you recall whether you were offered immunity in this case?
I think I was. I can't really recall.
Very good.
So he was offered immunity at some point by Christine Bradley, the prosecutor that got kicked off the first trial, or after the first trial.
I'm sorry, just on the record clear, John, when you say this case, you're referring to the criminal case, not the civil case.
Obviously, yeah. Anything related to, what happened, I think I said it the first question, what happened back in October of 2018.
And Mr. Bang, if you remember
Calling him Mr. Bang is funny as shit.
something, please state you remember. If you don't remember, please.
I'm saying, I think I remember. I really think about it kind of like, especially that I just woke up.
Okay. And the next series of questions are kind of ones I ask everybody, so don't take it personal. But are you under the influence of any medications or drugs or marijuana or alcohol that would affect your ability to testify today?
Nope, I'm sober as a 3-year-old.
Very good.
3-year-old.
I want to talk, I don't want to belabor and over-talk the situation, but have you ever been convicted of a crime?
Yes.
I'm going to object. I'm going to ask that the witness assert his Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
This is background information about his ability to testify about whether he's been convicted of a crime in a prior incident. I don't see how it has any bearing on his Fifth Amendment rights in this case.
Objection, that wouldn't come in trial anyway.
As to that particular question, I agree.
Actually, it absolutely would come in at trial because that would be one of the first questions we could ask everybody convicted of a crime, a felony, or a crime of dishonesty or false statement, and he could say yes, and how many times. So this is a discovery deposition. We should absolutely be permitted to ask whether he has any felony convictions.
I don't see the issue with that. I mean, who cares if he's been convicted in the past? This is a different case. I don't know. It's stupid to me.
He has a felony conviction, and that was the next question.
If you're in the channel, please hit subscribe. I appreciate the support. Back to the video, boys.
Well, I'm going to instruct the witness to answer that. You're right, it's a discovery depo, sorry.
Have you ever been convicted of a crime?
Yes.
Tell us about the felony you were convicted of.
Which one?
Objection form.
The question.
I have to be the same time. So I don't really know which one came first.
And what was the underlying facts behind the felony for which you were convicted?
Underlying facts, I got arrested, and I pleaded guilty. At the time, came home parole.
What was the felony? Attempted murder?
That was one of them.
Okay. What were the other felonies that you recall?
Illegal use, stolen firearm, battery.
My understanding, you were incarcerated for 2 or 3 years and released on parole, is that correct?
Yes.
And you got off of parole in 2023?
Not sure.
When did you first move to South Florida?
I moved or started visiting.
Moved.
I think I became a resident in the last couple of years. I can't really say that.
You move, or
Yeah.
this boy is from New Orleans, from Baton Rouge.
Oh, because of the terms of the parole? Okay. And how did you first meet Janelle Demons, aka YNW Melly?
For a feature.
You recall the song?
We didn't do that the first time we met that.
Okay. Did you meet through track?
I can't say if I did or didn't. Probably. I can't really say if I did or didn't.
And my understanding from the interviews is that Track wanted to be your manager.
He had before, but I don't know if it was at that specific time.
He wanted to be your manager, or was your manager before?
He has wanted to be my manager before. But
Do you know how you first met Track, or how Track first kind of came after you?
I can't remember.
Well, recruited you for as a client. You know when that all happened?
Can't remember.
What is Top Boy Gorilla?
But a rap label?
Is it a label you own?
No. They signed to.
Let me just do this. I'm going to play
Is bro talking to his dogs, tell him to shut up or something?
some interviews, and then I'm going to pause them and ask you some questions during them to try to speed some of this up.
Well, let's speed this
He doesn't
up.
Like he just woke up. He said he did.
Do you recall doing an interview in December of 2018 with Vlad?
I did a lot of interviews, like, I can't say when I did it.
Okay. Who was Vlad?
Just glad I know a lot of players.
Okay. Do you recall the media member or interviewer named Vlad that you met?
I missed some players.
This man's funny as shit. You know which one, bro. That is funny.
Was Two Face Bang your first release?
When you say for release, what you got to see?
Yeah, let's talk about that. So I got to tell a jury of people that aren't in the game about how some of this stuff works. So let's just get into it.
In the game, come out in the music.
Yeah, the music game. Yeah. What is a mixtape?
They said that's a bunch of songs on one tape.
And what is it?
We put it out because we talking on YouTube.
And I guess in old days, it was actually a tape that was kind of passed around. Now we've got Spotify, we've got YouTube, we've got other streaming services that you can post that stuff up to.
Yeah.
Okay. In this interview that's released December of 2018, you talk about having Melly as a contributor on that.
A feature, yeah.
Yeah. And when was that recorded?
I had no idea. Sometime before the tape came out.
And you have been in the studio together before, but just not that time?
Yeah, probably so.
Okay. I think you told one interview you've been in the studio with Melly hundreds of thousands of times, is that correct?
Can't call it.
So clearly he's close with Melly. I mean, Melly called him in a very sticky situation, allegedly. You know what I'm saying?
But I do be lying, so I'm not lying.
Well, I gotta figure out we gotta go back through and figure out what's the truth and what's the lie.
Okay, so he just admitted I do be lying in these interviews, I think. This is funny as shit. It's very interesting to see someone try to switch up on depositions and shit, bro. He looking out at his dogs?
Do you recall whether that feature that Melly did was done before or after his friends Judy and Sack died?
Probably before I don't call it.
Okay. Do you recall how long before that feature that you met Melly?
I don't recall.
Do you recall whether you ever met Chris McSmith, aka YNW and Judy?
I think I do. Once or twice.
What about Sack?
Probably once or twice.
Okay. What about Borton?
Is this normal for someone to be walking around on their phone during a deposition?
How many times?
I said probably a couple times.
What about Track?
A couple times.
Have you ever done business with Track?
Music business, yeah.
Tell me about that.
Did something with the artist, that's usually.
Okay. Which artist?
With name.
That's got to be a lie, or he actually was just straight up paid for a verse and doesn't even know who they use the verse for.
You say you got song, got some money, I'll be there. We'll get it done.
Fair enough. Let's go to
It was a
Vlad.
nice song, though.
It was a nice song.
Yeah.
In between that year and 4 months between the interviews, you signed with Def Jam.
What time did that kind of
This was dated March 24th, 2020.
Oh, okay, between March 2020.
Yeah.
And you want me to compare it to the last date?
Yeah, I mean, you say
What was the last date? Yeah,
it was December of 2018, so 2 years,
2 years, yeah, definitely.
year and a half.
Yeah.
I'm Dom. Being a beauty tech innovation lead is being a scientist with an entrepreneurial spirit. I analyze new trends, technologies, and consumer needs to create more performing and sustainable innovations. I design beauty tech products and services from the sketch to prototype.
Streamline your essential workflows, like lunch.
Get started at easycater.com. Sail across the oceans in one of the world's most elegant resorts at sea with Explorer Journeys. Everyone's gearing up for the holidays. In a Chevy of their choice. it all comes together in a Chevrolet. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Hey, Meta, film this.
You say you're 4 months.
Yeah, something.
Why does an artist sign with a
Money.
Section of form.
Okay. What is the basics of what a label does for an artist?
Money.
So the label gives you money, and in exchange, what do you do? Produce product?
Spending money on my product.
Produce albums?
Spending money.
Okay. Have you and Melly ever been signed to the same label?
Label like what, they're
Yeah.
No.
They signed with 300?
I'm not really sure about the deal. I've never seen the paperwork.
Okay. There was a trip that Melly took out to Los Angeles. I believe it was either to visit 300 or Capitol Records or somebody else. Did you go on that trip with him?
No, I ain't never been to one of those labels. Not that label.
Well, if they do actually catch the guy who did it, or the guy who did it, and that person gets the death penalty, will that bring a sense of closure?
No, I don't really tell them about it.
I'm not talking about jail. I'm talking about the dog money.
Is that truth or lie during an interview? Your opinion is that jail is worse than dying?
I would think that's my opinion. I think that's the fact.
Okay. Is that true? Only time people are having in jail when they sleep?
Kind of opinionated.
But that's your opinion?
Yeah.
Have you talked to Melly about his court case?
No.
Did you watch his trial?
I seen a little bit. Can't come to watch it too long. My CRP started kicking in.
Yeah, no.
My courtroom phobia started kicking in watching the trial.
You actually have had a really good relationship with his brother, right?
Yeah.
Like he'd stay at your house during the days and you don't have things.
Yeah, you been watching me?
You tell me, I know a lot.
Yeah.
But am I accurate?
Yeah.
And did Beastline talk about his brother's case when he was over there?
Never.
Okay. Is that true? That you were hanging out with John Devins before he got locked up?
Can you make the question more specific? Because I went with him before he got arrested, so I can't say that. You know?
Yeah, and the little bit.
I already asked you a specific question because if I say yes to that, it just sounds like I was with him when he got arrested or something like that. You know what I mean?
No. But before he was arrested, even after he was arrested, you referred to Janelle as being one of your best friends. Is that true?
Yeah, I got love him.
Okay. And fan, you call him fan.
Yeah.
That's all good.
Oh, no.
Right, go back to the video.
I did lie right there. Yeah.
All right, what'd you lie about?
When I said that was before the passing his friends, my video came out after they died. They were in the video, so that's a lie. I don't know how I said that.
Who was in the video?
Second.
They would kill you?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember anything about kind of how you and Track, and I said recruiting, but how he was trying to get you as a client?
I know these trials, but I don't know specifics. I used to do a lot of drugs back then.
Yeah, and a lot of lean. Sounded like a money use.
Yeah. I want my face small like that. You know what I'm saying? I got my weight up.
Yeah, good. Do you still mess around with any of that?
No.
Somebody direct compliance with Sir Stephen the right to remain silent and also a request to strike his response.
I was wrong in the response.
Ask me if you still drink lean.
Mr. Dennis, please refrain from making statements regarding illegal activity.
My bad.
The chain you're wearing in your Flag 2020 interview, who's on the guy?
Me.
Is that you?
No, you gotta be specific with this question because you said on the chain. So
No, who's on? Like, who is the picture?
Who's the picture of? That's okay.
Is
That's
that
all.
girl G-Money?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you recall doing an interview with her jumper?
I have before.
I wanted to go to their heads, you know, if they ever read the transcript, but are Vlad and Adam like two of the largest hip-hop interviewers in the game?
I think that's a question I can't really answer that.
Okay, fair enough. Who else have you done interviews with?
A lot of people. If it happened to happen, like me and them, we got a couple songs, but we could have way more because I've been in the studio 1,000 times. Like I asked them.
So you said you were in the studio with Melly thousands of times, is that true?
Probably mine.
Okay. Do you recall whether it's hundreds or thousands of times or how many times?
At that moment, I had never been inside the studio 1,000 times, so I probably can't really give a specific number.
I mean, Melly in the record, have you seen him record and then have Tribe go in and sort of like his verse and like figure out the verse?
Like at least 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Just he gonna say whatever you feel like saying. They take and him or track, I just cut it. 4 bars here, 2 bars here.
Yeah, I never seen anything like that.
Honestly, they fuck me up. I made a song out of one of those.
Wait, I didn't know Track was involved with like engineering Melly's music. That's what they just said right there. Melly like does his verse in the booth and then Track helps with like the engineering and shit. Interesting.
Comes that those parts? That's probably it's some good shit there, right?
Yeah, I love hearing like.
Oh my god, that's amazing. So you optimistic about Melly getting out? Do we even know when he's gonna try?
I'm pretty sure this month.
Damn, that's gonna be crazy.
He's gonna be good, bro. He's gonna be good.
Definitely.
He gonna be good. What y'all think? Y'all think Melly gonna be good in this next trial? I don't see it going well, bro.
You talk about cutting up one of Melly's songs.
Oh, okay. No, probably not, but because Crazy came out in 2022.
You know you've done too many interviews when your entire deposition centered around a lawsuit for a murder, and they're just popping up all your interview clips, bro. in your deposition, you know you fucked up and you've been speaking too much about something you shouldn't have been speaking about. I'll never understand why lawyers and people go on podcasts or on the internet and talk about anything regarding something illegal that happened. He's not really like giving details in these interviews, but it's mainly like little things about their relationship and shit.
Do you know anything about whether or not Jamel Demons killed his friend Christopher Thomas?
No.
I'm going to instruct my clients to assert his Fifth Amendment right to remain silent and remove his distracted response.
I'm gonna strike it.
Okay. Why does he keep saying no right before his lawyer does that? So he's saying no, but there's evidence he picked up Melly in the middle of the night, and Melly would have had blood on him. 100%. There's a reason why he switched clothes and shit. The back seat that Melly was sitting in didn't have blood on it, but there was like an imprint of someone sitting there. Like he would have had. My camera froze. Why does it? I'm like.
Christopher Thomas.
Objection to form. Prior instruction stands. Mr. Banks, are you electing to?
Objection to form.
Yes.
So he's not
Yeah, so
speaking
give me the
about it, but
deposition.
you gotta admit, like, very suspect,
Deposition.
right? And this really affects the civil case mainly because the jury in the civil case can see all this. The jury is permitted to assume that his testimony was unfavorable or damaging to the party that they're being asked about. But they're allowed to make that inference. So this is really bad for the civil case.
That's entitled Baba, YNW space YNW, parentheses, Melly. Baba. Is that what your song was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, you said title what?
It just says Fredo Bang. Let's just write it down. But it doesn't mean just what you titled it. Baba and the parentheses Free Melly.
Yeah, so I said the title is not Free Melly, the title is Baba.
Free Melly's a whole different song.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know how you got that shirt?
I don't know if I bought it.
Oh, he's wearing a Free Melly shirt in the video.
I either bought it or...
Mr. Gibbons, if you know the answer to the question, please respond and let us know the answer. But if you don't know, please don't guess, okay?
Oh, yeah, I don't remember.
Do you know whether you bought that shirt?
Yeah, I can't remember.
I gotta say, someone commented on my last video saying that I've defended Melly for years, and I'm like switching up type shit. Brother, go watch my early Melly videos when he first got arrested in 2019 and the first trial. Several times. It's not a good look. He looks terrible. But there's a lot of evidence that points to him in that back seat, and there's a lot of evidence that
A lot of evidence, man. Like and subscribe.